What's going on, guys? You're watching the Token Steve, and today I'm going to show you guys how you can paint your car in your garage in just under an hour using plasti-dip. Now, you're going to notice in here I've already prepped the car and everything like that. If you guys are unsure of how to prep the car, you want a little bit more information on that, I would recommend checking out my other video, how to dip your car the right way. That said, I go through the whole prep process and everything pretty extensively over there, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking in this video. We're going to get right down to the painting. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be dipping the car with a flat black, and I'm doing this on a black car, and so I've only had to purchase about 3 gallons of the dip itself. Now, when you're dealing with very similar colored vehicles, that's kind of the norm. However, if you're going from something on one extreme to another, like for example, when I did my car last time, I went from a black car to a white car. I do very much suggest getting 4 or even 5 gallons of the plasti-dip before you try to attempt this, because the thing is, you've got to realize is plasti-dip is somewhat transparent. It's got a little bit of transparency to it, and so what will happen is you'll end up seeing the differences in color, or your coverage might not be as good. One of the problems that I had when I did it was I used a primer that was a light gray on top of a black car, and you could actually, even after 8 coats of the dip, you could slightly see that those primered patches in there. And so what I've done for this project is I've actually used a black sandable primer for the areas that needed fixing, and so everything should match this time. I still have a red hood, but I just didn't have time to finish it all up. We've got a car show tonight, and I've got to get this thing looking decent for that. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I've got, again, 3 cans of the black plasti-dip. We're going to go ahead and shoot the car. Hey guys, so we've got through the first coat now. I had some technical difficulties, and so unfortunately I wasn't able to use my original Wagner spray gun to finish up the first coat. I had to run over to Home Depot and buy this Wagner spray gun instead, so hopefully it works a little bit better for us. This one puts the paint on really, really heavily. So with plasti-dip it's okay for the most part, as long as you're pretty diligent to try to make sure that doesn't run. But if you were using actual automotive spray paint, you definitely wouldn't want to use this. This thing's got some issues already, and I can tell you. But at least it's getting the job done. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to apply probably another 3 coats or so, just because this is going on so heavy right now. Let's see how this goes. Alright guys, so I got the new Wagner spray gun and it goes on a lot heavier than the old one did. And so I was actually able to get full coverage for the car in about, I'd say about 6 coats or so, which is a little bit quicker than it was last time. But anyways, so here's our final product. So the best part of the plasti-dip process, in my personal opinion, is actually the removal process, believe it or not. It's definitely the most fun after you've gotten everything else taken care of and all you have to worry about is just peeling it off. Now you'll notice that I didn't mask off the headlight here, and again you can see more detailed reasons for that in my other video, but I'm going to go ahead and actually remove the excess plasti-dip from the headlight. Alright guys, so the car is pretty much done right now. I have yet to peel everything off of it still, and so there's quite a bit of excess on it, but you kind of get the idea of what the car actually looks like after it's gone through this process. And to be honest with you, even though it's not perfect, it does look a heck of a lot better than it did before. It really does. For a minimal effort and a relatively low cost, you can easily paint your own car in your garage or even out in your driveway if it's relatively cool. You spray in the morning or something like that. Again, see my previous video, you can learn more on that. But it's definitely possible for you to kind of clean the look up of your car with minimal effort, and you know, I hope that you guys got something out of this. So if you did like the video, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like, if you'd favorite, subscribe, any of those. You know, let me know what you think down in the comments section. I'd really appreciate it. It definitely helps me grow my channel and helps me kind of know what you guys are thinking. But anyways, thanks again for watching. We'll catch you later. What's up guys? I am just showing you guys the darkness of my tint. You know, I've had some people wonder about how dark my tint is in my car here, and it's pretty dark. Nah, I'm fucking with you. That's just plasti-dip. Alright, let's peel it off.